Gear Nerds. Grady Hansen here at Guitar Gear How To. And today I'm doing something a little bit different. The gear I'm going to talk about today is the gear in here and the gear in here. Um, Discipline, heart, spirit, discipline. I think they're all intertwined. Um, I just kind of wanted to start an open conversation and hear a little bit of feedback on your guys' take on this, but what I've noticed is it seems like people that play an instrument and they're serious about it tend to be more well-rounded, responsible people. Like they seems they've got their life together more than I'm not going to say more than people that don't because there's plenty of successful people that don't have a lick of music in them. But I've just noticed, amongst musicians, there's the guys that get pretty good. They get good enough to be in a band, and that's about it. Like that's where they kind of stop. They're like, okay, we're in a band. We got like 10 or 15 songs, so we can play some shows here and there, and I can tell all the girls I'm in a band, and I can be in a band, and I can be a cool guy, and I'm in a band. Hey, did I mention that I'm in a band? And they like that, being a musician totally identifies who they are as a person. And then there's the other guys that just keep striving and striving and striving to become better musicians. And it's weird because it seems like, all the famous rock and roll stars that die, most of them are singers that didn't play also. They didn't, also play an instrument and sing. They were just singers. And it's just weird that has occurred to me. Maybe it's occurred to other people too, but it seems like, having that discipline of getting better and better on an instrument kind of keeps you grounded. Heard some weird noises. Hello? I think it's my dogs. I'm home alone, so it's kind of spooky. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to get your thoughts on that. I just that seems to be the things something that I've noticed. I've been in a bunch of bands, and I've had some of those guys in my bands. The guys that don't entirely have their shit together, and they like don't have their own car, they don't have a job. um you know it's really tough to say this because I'm going to have some old band members probably be pissed off at me for saying this, and it's like I'm not trying to put them down as people. It just seems like to me the ones that strive to become better and better and that aren't just doing enough just to get by are also more well-rounded in other aspects of their life. They have good jobs, they're buying their house, they have a nice car. And like for me, and you can call me materialistic, but I always liked to keep my shit together and make money so I could buy more gear and stuff to help me refine my craft. There's those lucky guys that just have this God-given talent. Like God was just like, yeah, you're gonna play guitar. And then there's cats like me that have had to struggle for everything I can do on an instrument. I've practiced my ass off, and I'm still not that great. But um, we're always trying to get better, though. And these other guys, I've seen so many of them. They just get good enough just to say, I'm in a band. And they're the cats that, show up and want to smoke weed, or they'll bring a bunch of friends to practice so that you're not even practicing anymore. You're just showing off. You're not practicing the stuff that you need to practice. You're playing the stuff you already have down tight so you can show off for the people that are sitting there watching when you're supposed to be practicing. Save that shit for the shows, right? But anyways, I don't know. I was kind of feeling a little feisty, I guess, and wanted to start this topic and see what anybody else's observations have been. If you've noticed the fact that people that are pretty good, talented musicians on an instrument seem to be more well-rounded in other aspects of their lives. They seem to be the guys that aren't broke all the time, and you know aren't high all the time or whatever. So let me know what you think. That's all I got this week. I think Santa's bringing me a new multi-scale guitar that I'm gonna do a little demo review of after Christmas. But yeah, there you go. Tell me what you think.